Hello everyone, this is Cheryl, the CraftNut32, and I'm here today to share with you 4 cards. I have done these a while ago. Actually, we just renovated our basement, so I've been really busy doing that, and I'm happy that everything is put back together, and I am back crafting and have some lovely cards to share with you today. So basically I have 2 styles of cards. These 2 are kind of different but using the same stamp set, and these 2 are obviously the same with different colors. So I'm going to start with these 2 first. And I think these 2 are just beautiful. It's from this really beautiful stamp set, Hibiscus Bouquet from Altenew. And I love it. It looks like the flowers here are, like the centers are watercolored. And I love watercolor. It's just so beautiful. So I have used this big one. I'm going to start with this card first. This big one and this little one, and then a whole bunch of leaves and the little offshoots. So I think those are really pretty too. This was done on some watercolor paper, and I stamped everything with Simon Says Stamp black premium dye ink. And that way you can just watercolor with it and everything kind of stays put. So I'm just going to hold it up. There's lots of shimmer, lots of shine, lots of little things going on. This one, I absolutely love how it turned out. So I started off by stamping everything. Then I have a pile of colors that I used here. I watercolored with distressings. So I started off with some seedless preserves. I was going to do multicolors, but I really love how it was just so light on the edges and then darker in the middle. I decided just to stick with the one color. Then for these little offshoot pieces, I decided to use some Dusty Concord. I wanted to stay in the color house of purple. I thought that would be really pretty. And then these accent colors, I just wanted to, again, stick really close to the purple, and on the color wheel, blue is right beside it. So I decided to use some Salty Ocean. Really pretty. It was dark enough, so I thought it looked really nice. And then all of the centers of the flowers are done with mustard seed. So what I did is I painted everything once through, and then I came back and darkened it up. You can kind of see that. And I forgot to mention Forest Moss was the color for the green. So everything got a light coat, and while it was damp, I just went in and I touched it with some of the darker, more concentrated ink, and I just let it kind of bleed out. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. Then when it was all dry, I went around the edge. I kind of really wet it down, being really careful, of course, around the already painted images. And I just gave that a light coating of antique linen, again, with some watercolor technique. Not sure, you can kind of see it right in here. I'm not sure, I got some new lighting, and I think maybe the color is being washed out. So then once the card was completely dry, I stamped on this happy birthday sentiment. And that, again, is another Altenew stamp set. It's Birthday Builder. I love this stamp set. I tend to do a lot of birthday cards. I like that it looks really fancy. You have some plain ones. To me, this looks really masculine, modern. Like, it has everything. You can color, you can outline, like, it has it all. I love it. I used right up here this happy birthday. I like the little script, kind of keeping with this beautiful card. And I again stamped it with Simon Says Stamp, the black ink. And then once that was done, it was time to embellish. So I've had these forever. They are little hearts. They're sequins. I got it at Michael's maybe 4 years ago when the bins were still $1.50. And
I'm not complaining about that.
I've barely used any of it. Anyways, it's not going to be able to show you. I've used maybe like, I don't know, a millimeter or 2 off of the top. So have this for a long time. So I have 3 of those hearts on my card. Then I just wanted to give it like a nice splattered look. So all over all of the card, I hope it's picking up, you can kind of see it. I am in love with this Lawn Fawn Liquid Stardust. It is going on all of my cards lately. I absolutely love it. So I put it on an acrylic block with a water pen, and I just splattered. Then once that was dry, I came in with some Nuvo dots. What color is this? This is the Ivory Seashell and Ebony Black. So these two I then generously dabbed or dotted all over the card. And then to finish off, I used some of the Studio G glitter glue for the centers of the flowers. Wherever there's yellow, I put the yellow glitter. And that is the card. So like I said, this was watercolor. I matted it on a black card base and then just put a white base on the inside, a white mat rather, to write out my birthday message. Just beautiful. And again, with that beautiful stamp set, I made this second card and matching envelope. Love the matching envelopes. So this one, I did a little bit again on the inside. I have a white panel here that's matted onto a black card base, and then white on the inside. I did the opposite corners just for some effect. So this card was really fun to make. Been really really enjoying making a lot of my own stencils. So this is a stencil I made with a silhouette pattern. I think it was chicken wire. Really cheap, like the whole big thing is the size of a piece of Bristol cardboard, like what you'd use for presentations. $3, and I can use a coupon on that, so it can go down to dollar and change, $1.60, $1.70 in that range, and then I can easily get 12 6x6 stamps or stencils out of it. I've been having so much fun, and I've been making a ton of stencils, and it just really spreads what I'm able to make without breaking the bank. So anyways, I will try to link up that silhouette number if anyone is interested in making their own stencils, or just even for a background. It's a really classic, pretty background. I really enjoy it. So that's the background you see here. And the ink I used for that is pumice stone. So I started off so it was like darker in the corner, and I really just brought it to almost nothing in the opposite corner. So I used Distress Oxides for this. The big flower is with spun sugar. The little flowers are with picked raspberry. The leaves, some of them are with forest moss, these little ones here. And I'm just realizing I didn't have all of them pulled out. And these bigger ones are with peeled paint. So I did the Distress Oxides on that just so it could have a little bit more in case like it was stamping over top some of the distressed pattern. It wasn't, but I don't know, when I was planning, that's what I was kind of thinking. And I think it just is really bold. So I have a little circle dot from another little floral stamp set, and I added some yellow, some fossilized amber, just to kind of give it like a nice accent and to fill up some space. The sentiment is from that stamp set. I decided to use it. I used You Are Amazing. And then again, the card was created with the picked raspberry, nice bright, and then the peeled paint and forest moss. I did put some of the Distress Glaze over the envelope. Kind of gives it a nice shine, but then I know it's not going to run if the card gets a little bit wet the day I deliver it. This was stamped, the You Are Amazing, with, again, some Simon Says Stamp, black premium ink. And everything was stamped out with that ink as well. The card is splattered. Like I said, I've been loving this liquid Stardust. Again, this is nicely splattered. And this card is beautiful too. I love that stamp set. I've been having to write down who is the recipient of the cards because I've been using it so much. I don't want to start giving people repeat cards, at least not right away. I do keep my stamp sets for a long time, and I do reuse stuff and variations of it anyways, but I think it's too soon. So first two cards. The second two cards were inspired by things I had seen on Instagram. So I was going through my scroll. I don't know who posted it. I know it was a while ago. There was a beautiful Monarch Butterfly kind of die cutting plate, but I know I have this beautiful image in my silhouette library, so I decided just to make my own. So what I did is I have a square here. I subtracted this image, and then I could pull all the little pieces away, and I was left with this beautiful outline. I added a banner piece so I could overlay my sentiment and not have it really intrusive, and then it could be there on the front as well. This is speckled with gold paint and liquid stardust. I have some of those really cute little black hearts on it as well. The colors I used, I have these all kind of organized. Well, I had them organized at the beginning, but things have been moved around. So this first card, I used 4 colors. The top corner is mustard seed, blended into abandoned coral, a little bit of festive berries, and then to end it with seedless preserves. I did that because I wasn't sure how well the abandoned coral and mustard seed would blend, and I really didn't want to have like a dark muddled look, taking anything away from those. This beautiful hello, I reach for it really frequently, is from Assignment to Stamp Foodie Friends, and that's it right there. I love it because it's small, it's a beautiful script, and it fits perfectly on a lot of small little places. Just love this card. It is beautiful. I made a very similar card with a different color pattern. This one had seedless preserves. And, oh, there it is. Some peacock feather. I just had it. And some mustard seed. So going from the bottom up, those were the colors that I used. And I again added the 4th color just because I wasn't sure. I wanted it to blend beautifully. And so I had mustard seed, peacock feather, salty ocean into seedless preserve. Again, this has some gold watercolor paint splattered on it, as well as some, liquid stardust. And it has a really nice shine. The sentiment is Missing You. It is from this Altenew Heartfelt Sentiments stamp set. And where is it? Right here. Again, this is a wonderful stamp set. It has almost every sentiment you could think of that you might want. So I used that one. And actually, this isn't the card yet. It's just the card front. I haven't gotten around to putting it on a card front, but all of the cards I showed today were A2 size cards. Get that out of the frame. And that is it. These, I will again try to link if I can find it. I think I should. I'll link the butterfly silhouette library number as well as the stencil, the chicken wire number that I have been using and loving. And those are the 4 cards that I'm sharing with you today. And 1 envelope. That was a lot of fun to do too. I love making matching envelopes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And today is Friday, so if you're watching this today, I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.